Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So, these things are natural. Then why it has been taken by the Vedas? This will be the question. That without marriage, sex life is going on. Why this show of marriage? People may question this. But there is need, because Vedas have taken this marriage. Marriage is Vedic. So, why Vedas have taken this marriage? Not to restrict it. Without marriage, sex lives unrestricted. And as soon as it comes to the Vedic principles, it becomes restricted. So, the idea is to restrict. People are accustomed to this habit, and on account of this habit, they gradually become implicated with the laws of material nature. Therefore, there is some restriction. That's why anyone can distill liquor at home. It is not a very difficult thing. Anyone can do it. In India, they do it. It is called dhenomod. Dhenomod means liquor, and dheno means from rice. Just like we cook rice. So you cook rice and keep it in water for a few days or for a month. It becomes liquor. It becomes liquor. So, why government has restricted? No, you cannot manufacture liquor. You have to purchase from the licensed shop. Why? There is restriction. If the government would have allowed that you can distill liquor and drink it, then there was no limit. Everyone would have. There is no restriction. So restriction is required. Why? It is because it is bad. Nobody restricts that you don't manufacture chapati. No. Because it is not bad thing. There is no such law that you don't manufacture nice food stuff. No, that is very good. But when it is bad, then there is restriction. Therefore, there is restriction of sex life, there is restriction of drinking wine, there is restriction of meat eating, and there is restriction of gambling. Because these things are bad. You cannot become good by indulging in bad things. That is not possible. The same thing, just like you cannot clear muddy water by putting another mud. That is not possible. So, the human life is meant for purification. Satya Shuddhi. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Abhayang, what is that? Can anyone? Abhayang Satta Samshuddhi. Satta Samshuddhi, it is very important thing. Satta means my existence. I am eternal. So, I am existing. But, I am suffering. I am suffering. Just like I have got now cold affection. This is not my natural state. But I have been affected by chilly cold or something like that. Therefore I am suffering. So it is my duty to cure it, to take some medicine, to go to the physician. That is called Satta Samshuddhi. purifying your existence. By nature, by constitution and position, every living entity is as pure as God. But God does not become impure. We become impure. Therefore, we are suffering. That is it. So, this impurity can be rectified in this life, this human form of life. Therefore, human form of life is meant for purification. Therefore, so many scriptures are there, so many teachers are there, so many rules and regulations are there. They are not meant for the animals because they cannot be purified. They must have to come to this position by evolution of human being. Then there is chance of purification. Therefore, in this human life, if we do not purify our existence, then we go on with this impure existence. Impure existence means transmigration of the soul from one body to another and become subjected to birth, death, old age and disease. This is impurification. So they do not know that death is not my obligation. Because I am impure, therefore I am dying. Birth is not my obligation. Because I am impure, therefore I am taking birth. Janma mrityu, four things. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi. Janma, birth, is due to my impure consciousness. Therefore, if we purify our consciousness by advancing, by developing Krishna consciousness, then we become pure. This is the process of Krishna consciousness movement. Cheta darpana marjanam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, cleansing the heart. And all these purificatory methods, they are based on cleansing the heart. If I think myself that I am something of this material product, the scientists, they say that I am this material thing. They do not understand what is spiritual identity. And I act according to that material conception, and that is impurity of my consciousness. First thing is to understand that I am not this material body. Therefore, spiritual education begins from this body, as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. Dehinasmin yatha dehi. Asmin dehi, in this body, there is the spiritual spark, who is the proprietor of the body. This is the beginning of spiritual education. What is the scientist cannot imagine, or they have no idea. From there we begin our education in spiritual life. Beyond that jurisdiction, beyond the jurisdiction of the scientist, how they can understand this movement? It is beyond that jurisdiction. When they will receive 100 or 1,000 of Nobel Prize, at that time they may be able to understand that where Krishna consciousness movement begins. They do not know even where the Krishna consciousness movement begins. Therefore, generally people cannot understand what is this Krishna consciousness movement. They think it is some religious sentiment, like so many other religions. It is like that. No. It is the most scientific movement. Purifying the existence of the living being so that he can eternally, blissfully live with complete knowledge. That is Krishna consciousness movement. To purify, jena suddhita satya, and for such, just like for being cured from your attack of cold and cough, you take so many medicines, go to so many physicians, you spend some money. Why? You want to be cured. Similarly, if you understand that this is my disease, repetition of birth, death, old age and disease, so you will have to sacrifice, just like you are sacrificing money for being cured from the disease condition. Similarly, Shastra says that this human life is meant for tapasya. Tapasya. Tapodibbang. Jena suddhita satta. This human life is meant for tapasya, not for indulging in sensual gratification like the animals. Tapasya. So this, in the tapasya method, these things are prescribed. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is mentioning that. So this Krishna consciousness movement means training people how to become tapasya. Tapasya, who is undergoing tapasya regularly, so that he may be cured from this permanent disease, birth, death, old age, and disease. The Krishna consciousness movement. The whole Vedic process is meant for that purpose. To purify the existence of the living being so that he can be saved from the repetition of birth, death, old age and disease. This is a long subject matter. That the sacrifice in Yajna recommended, that is not for killing the animal, but it is a tasting how the Vedic mantras are being properly chanted. Because an old animal put into the fire, and by Vedic mantras he would come out again with young life. That is sacrifice of animal in the Yajna. Therefore, in this age, there is no such expert Brahmana who can chant the mantras properly, and or he can behave, because life is very abominable. Therefore, because there is no expert Brahmana, so these sacrifices are forbidden in this age. Kalau pancha vivarjay, asamedham gavalambam, devarena sutatpatti, sannyasam. These things are forbidden in this age, because there is no proper man to conduct. In the Kali Yuga, this sacrifice is recommended. Jaggai sankirtanai prayi jajantihi sumedas. Sankirtan Yajna. This Yajna will help you. Real thing is the heart, the mind. If this Yajna, Sankirtan Yajna, cleanses your mind and heart, then you come to the platform of knowledge, then automatically other things become effective. So, in this age, it is recommended, the others Yajnas will not be effective, neither it is recommended. But the Sankirtan Yajna, Jaggai Sankirtanai, that is recommended. Everyone can join it and he can become purified, he can become situated on spiritual platform, and his life becomes successful. Thank you very much.
Tava kripa hale mor katha shuddha habe Juniha sabara shoka duka jai guchi bhai Nachao, nachao, nachao Prabhu Nachao se mate Bhakti